Last time on Magical Miss, Izzy and Willa threw the birthday the twins always wanted. It was a fun time where the twins were relaxed, a pillow fight ensued, and Izzy spent some quality time with Daisy. However, magical girl business never stops. And in the middle of the night, Izzy spots an ice fish standing outside their room. Izzy gets a premonition of the ice fish specifically targeting Daisy, and from Stanley she learns some grisly information about the backstory of a weird jellyfish necklace a previous magical boy owned. Izzy sends a sleepy Willa out to get rid of the fish, and she nearly gives away her magical secret to Caleb as she tried to wrestle him to leave the room. With the ice fish problem neutralized, Izzy and Willa need to be on high alert for the remainder of the weekend. Oh, apparently today is another soiree. It's time to get caffeinated because some people didn't get a good night's sleep. Welcome to Magical Miss.
I need you both to roll me a be vigilant check.
Both of us?
And Willa, I need you to do that one at disadvantage.
That makes more sense. Okay, I was like...
Ooh, I rolled a natural 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Izzy is fucking on edge right now.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah, Willa, you don't wake up.
No, I don't.
Izzy, the room is pretty quiet. You hear the faint, some familiar sounds of Willa's snores, and you wake up because you feel someone move beside you, and you see that Daisy is like getting up as if to leave.
Izzy is going to she's gonna kind of like half sit out and kind of just like say good morning. Oh crap! What time is it? And she'll like look at her clock.
It is 4:32
in the morning.
In the morning,
she's leaving Izzy at 4:30 in the morning. That's scandalous. She should just stay until morning.
Yeah, this is like the walk of shame situation.
And Daisy's like, "Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You can go back to sleep. Benny and I should get back before our parents really realize that we didn't come back."
What did you tell your mom that you were spending the night out, or that you would? Did you tell her you'd be back in the morning? I thought that's what you said.
I mean, we did, but I'm guessing that they probably checked our regular hiding spot, and I'm just...
What is your regular hiding spot?
Oh, there's an abandoned room on, a little bit down the hall that's usually locked, but Betty and I figured out how to get in there.
Willa needs to know about this.
Yeah, it used to be a guest room, but it doesn't really work anymore, and so they just never fixed it. But that's beside the point. That's,
Yeah, right. I mean, if you feel like you have to go back, by all means. I don't want to keep you here, but it was nice to have you spend a partial night out. You know.
She smiles and she's like, I don't want to leave at all. But I know we have 2 more days of their bullshit to deal with until they're off in Shanghai or Oslo or wherever they're going next. So
could I let me know if you want me to try and convince her, but can I say you have something like right there?
Roll the convince.
Okay.
Roll the convince.
Oh, that is a 9 plus probably 1. So that's a 10.
All right, Izzy Hot Dice Parker, let's go.
Hot Dice Parker.
The dice is looking at me right now, but knock on wood.
Starting off strong.
I have something? Where? And
no,
kind of looks her.
No, just come here. And Izzy will kind of lean for just a little bit and kind of give her a peck on that spot that she was right by her cheek. No. But kisses her just a little bit on her cheek and says, whatever else happens this weekend, I'm gonna make sure you keep having a good birthday weekend.
You see her in like the low light of like the setting moon and rising sun, that she looks like her eyes are glassy, like she's about to cry. Like that is just something, a kindness she has never been afforded. And she just lets her forehead hit yours. And you sit there for a few extended moments until she like pulls herself away and she goes, "We are hanging out today, okay?
We'll find some way to drag you out.
Some of our parents' friends are going to be coming, so we should be able to hang out."
Right. If you see anything suspicious, it's probably me trying to drag you away. So, don't question it. Go with it.
Roll to convince someone at disadvantage.
Girl. All right, here we go.
Hold on. That's a 4.
Yeah, Daisy looks at you and is like, "Why would anything suspicious be going on?" That was a weird way to say that, Izzy.
Lights flickering on and off.
Because Willa is involved?
Willa's snoring so loudly.
Yeah.
Vice grip? Like, she's like starfished on, like, halfway on Caleb, but she's still like death gripping him and also the pillow too.
Exactly. And he's just kind of like, okay. And
He's just does not look comfortable.
Yeah, fair. But neither of them are my problem right now. And she goes and she flicks Benny in the forehead. He goes, "Oh, what the fuck?" And he looks up and goes, "Yeah, right." And like starts to detangle himself from Sam.
When do you say detangle?
Oh, it was a full big snuggle. A full big snuggle.
Okay, I'm satisfied. I'm
glad full big snuggle works for you as well.
No, yeah, when you're just like detangle it, it's like, what? Did like Sam have like all their hands like karate chopped in his face? Or was it like a cute little snuggle, you know?
No, it was a snuggle.
Details. Details. I want to freaking go.
Yeah, and you see that Benny is reluctant to kind of like pull himself away, and you see the Schwartz twins kind of meet eyes, and Benny kind of looks at you because you're awake, and it's like,
Izzy kind of waves back in response. She's like, "Stay out of trouble."
And you see Benny goes, "We'll try." And you see them kind of sneak out, and it's quiet again.
And then Willa like just snorts a little. It's the only thing that breaks the silence.
I just imagine Izzy being so contemplative about everything that happened last night, everything from yesterday, the necklace, the new information of the magical boy and Mariana, and then Willa just snoring. And she's like, you know, I could maybe figure this. Is he well rested?
Yeah, he is.
Could she be a nerd and get up and start just researching either icefish or
keep on talking to Stanley?
Like maybe either talk to Stanley or learning something about like the necklace that she got.
What would you like to focus on? Because you can focus on one of those before someone else will wake up.
I feel like I'd want to know more about the necklace and like why, like, you know, like kind of also maybe like why Daisy might have been involved, but like anything else on like the necklace, like activation, what powers it could have had to influence it for someone else, type of stuff. So I feel like we have an understanding of the ice fish.
You grab Stanley, and he's seeping. He's got like a little like old timey like Ebenezer Scrooge sleeping hat on.
Does he have little slippers?
He's got his little slippers on like half of his little legs, and he's going.
Oh no! Wait! Maybe I don't want to wake Stanley. Hold on,
because you already did wake.
I don't want to wake him.
You already did wake him up.
I'm just gonna research icefish. Never mind. Rewind. I'm just gonna research icefish. Anything more? I can
immediately feel guilty. Like maybe not this.
Yeah, Izzy probably woke up because she was just so hypervigilant the whole entire night. She's like, I've rested. Okay, just get up and start doing something productive. So Izzy, like, also realizing that Stanley is also a living creature and does not have that certain drive to do shit at 4:30 something in the morning, she's just gonna research what she can from the old book that she got from the bookstore and
Victoria.
Victoria, who gave it to her.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, roll me a mental check.
7.
It's difficult to read because you don't want to turn on a light and you don't want to, like, you know, be too obtrusive there, but you do get some information that these fish are essentially adapted to the cold, and they have never in any like clinical trials when these types of, you know, animal testing were a lot more prevalent, you see that they have never like survived outside of an arctic or, you know, freezing kind of climate like that.
So you're saying we need global warming.
But yeah, but you do figure out that like outside of that kind of arctic climate, they would be weaker and would not be able to survive for too long.
Okay. Could I also look up the best way to create a makeshift type magnifying glass? Would that be something I could do?
You get on Google and I need you to roll a mental check.
Okay, this is something I talked about with the GM
Go make a Google search.
Also 7.
Yeah, you get a lot of if like you get like a Reddit thread that is like, help, what if there was a giant ant and we didn't know how to stop it? And they were like, did you think of giant magnifying glass? And you see a few people trying to like parse it out. It looks very much like conversations between engineers when they're like, how could you make a real lightsaber? So it's like a little over your head, but like
Giant fire sword.
giant fires.
Giant fire sword. Will is not in this conversation. G9's just brainstorming.
Oh, yeah, no.
I was having a lovely dream about giant fire sword.
I'm like,
And then I'm also
it's like
thinking,
the
natural explosives.
Final
Is he's like,
Fantasy sword.
I probably shouldn't look that up.
Look it up on the fucking
He's
Elon's
like, I'll just ask Willa about some explosives later.
Willa's having a dream of having a Final Fantasy sized flaming sword. It weighs a feather and she's just wielding it one-handed and she's just going at it.
A giant fucking buster sword. You're just ready to rock and roll.
I'm doing rolls, I'm doing leaps with this thing. It's not hindering my movement at all. It's fine. It's fine. And when I want to put the sword away, it just magnetizes to my back.
You do see that Willa is just kind of sleeping and she's going, eh.
She's just shoving a little bit more into Caleb. Like, I don't even know if he's on, like, whatever makeshift thing they were on top of.
Yeah, they're
awake right now.
He's on the floor now. He's just on the floor.
And you see that Caleb kind of, like, wakes up a little bit, and he sees Willa's arms kind of, like, twitching a little, and you see him in a sleepy kind of way just, like, wrap around her. And he, like, nestles his head into her hair.
Don't tell Josh. Fuck.
Ooh. Willa naturally is drawn to the warmth, so she just like kind of melts into him, but she's still flailing her hands around a little bit.
But Izzy, you hear shuffling on the other couch, and it's like about 6:30 or 7ish, and you see Sam sits up and like taps the side of the couch and kind of like looks up and looks a little bummed.
If Izzy can make eye contact with Sam, Izzy's just gonna like wave like a little slightly, just to kind of like say like hello, good morning.
Yeah, they rub their eyes and you see that they're like picking up their phone to check their phone to like see if there's any messages or anything. And
Benny, you better have texted Sam back.
Wave, and they kind of look and see that Daisy's not with you and give you like a curious glance.
Izzy like holds up her finger like 1 second and she'll grab her phone and she's just gonna open her text messages to Sam, type out real quick. The Daisy and Benny had to leave they left at like 4:30, just to get back to their parents' room so they weren't, quote, out all night. They tried not to wake me up, but I woke up. Or anyone for that matter.
Sam texts you back.
And then Izzy is gonna also text Benny. Hey, Sam was up and just checked their phone for messages and looked sad after not seeing anything. Eyes emoji.
You get a message from Sam first that says, "Oh, LOL, that makes sense. I forgot what my voice sounded like for a little bit. It's been a million years. this is what it sounds like, and here we are." But they're like, "Yeah, that makes sense. Benny was kind of telling me that his parents aren't super great, and like we did kind of have them out all night, but it kind of blows, right?"
Izzy messages back, yeah, it kind of does. And she follows it up with, I heard from them that they have security cameras in their house, in their room.
Oh.
And she sends like a little like Mission Impossible like lasers type gif, and she's like, "There's no way someone's gonna get in there and spend the night." Not that I've tried. Izzy
sends a couple of side eye emojis, like.
Izzy's like, "No, I swear, I have not, and we would not. We're not dating yet."
Hey, at least you got a shot. I don't know. I really like spending time with Benny, but I don't know if he feels the same way about me,
I mean, have you talked to him about any of it?
Not a lot. I mean, we've got the show coming up. We can't have weird energy there, so.
Shrug emoji. Well, I mean, you can always innocently flirt as your role as Cinderella, and their role as Prince Charming. So
I like the sidebar for telling the dogs to not be rowdy.
Yeah, I muted myself so you didn't have a random no in the middle of it. But Izzy kind of continues her message of so you could maybe just like flirt a little bit, see what the energy is, drop a couple hints. But I mean, regardless, the show must go on. So maybe you guys start dating, maybe not. Maybe you wait until the end. See what happens, see what works. Because at the end of the day,
for this conversation. I'm sorry I put this all on you.
No, you're totally fine. And technically, this isn't morning for me. I've been up since like 4:30.
But you didn't go back to sleep?
I just didn't feel tired, so I started reading. And Izzy kind of like holds up the book.
Do you want to go get breakfast? We can leave these two lovebirds down here.
Izzy kind of nods out, like just nods at Sam and just starts to like get up and like grab like her purse and just kind of like head towards the door.
Yeah, you guys head down. Willa, what time do you normally wake up?
10 o'clock on a weekend. And since my 8-hour REM cycle has been abruptly interrupted at 1 a.m., I had to transform and fight an ice fish monster in the dead of winter. She's maybe noon. She wakes up.
Roll?
Like 11 or noon is when I think, because if I were like that, I would be fucking asleep until noon. So
roll me a persona check.
+2. That's cocked. 7.
Yeah, you're fucking out. But when you do wake up at around noon, you have multiple messages on your phone.
Oh God.
One of them being Caleb that says, Hey, I tried to wake you for breakfast, but I didn't think didn't seem like you wanted to wake up. You're still breathing, which is helpful, but come down here. We can have lunch together. If you don't have any other plans.
Willa's like looking at her phone. Oh, it's noon. And she still has like, a weird sleep headache that she still has going on. So she's like, food's good. She's like still sugar crashed. She consumed no water. So she's, it's a hangover. A sugar hangover. Okay, she texts
all your messages.
Huh?
Do you check all of your messages?
Oh yeah, I'm checking if Izzy texted me to make sure that I was alive, because I'm going through all my messages.
Charlotte's texted you like a cute little good morning, and her Birtle score.
Oh shit.
Your dad has texted you a funny LARP meme that he saw. Mila has texted the basketball group chat talking about how even though it's the weekend that you still need to be doing your exercises because your next game is coming up soon.
Uh-huh.
And you have a text message from... Do you have Susie's number?
No.
Then a number
No.
that you don't know. And it just says, okay, Willa. This is Willa, right?
New number, who dis? Parentheses, yes.
This number that may or may not be Susie.
It confirms it's Susie.
Is asking you what you're doing up there with Caleb.
I'm here. I always go to the ski lodge with Izzy. Caleb's just here because the Schwartzes are having a party for their kids, and it was coincidentally during the same weekend that Izzy and I booked a room.
Then why is Crystal telling me that you're dating Caleb McCartney?
What?
Aren't you supposed to be like, I don't know, like almost something with Josh?
I'm not dating Caleb.
It's not what she said. Said you two were hanging off of each other like you know, were two little magnets that couldn't be apart. This is Susie BT Dubs.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
She sends like a cute little like a Japanese emoticon it's like really cute with sparkles.
I'm gonna flip this conversation around. I'm like, but Crystal seems nice though.
We are not talking about that. Listen, I don't care what you do. You're like 2 grades above me. I don't care. But I do care about my brother. And if you fucking break his heart, that's gonna suck ass, Willa.
Willa nods to herself. Yeah, it would. But I'm not dating Caleb. And I text back.
Just be careful because people make assumptions when you do shit, okay? You can't date them both.
G9's like, watch me.
Susie then sends another text that says, unless Josh gets like really cool all of a sudden. But seriously, he's moping around the entire house now because he heard me talking on FaceTime with Crystal. So you get that to deal with.
Oh, no, oh my God. Okay, well, I'll text him too or whatever, but I'm telling you, I'm not dating Caleb. Well, I was thinking to her brain, nothing's been made official, right?
Right. Like,
right?
Official, did I? Susie's just like, all right, fine. Well, I just wanted to let you know, like, I took a couple of years of judo, you know?
Hey, I'm getting into kickboxing. We should spar sometime.
She sends a gif of a disgruntled K-pop band member. And
wait a minute. I like name that idol or whatever. Oh my God! Is that Teddy from Bittersweet?
You know Bittersweet?
Izzy and I are gonna participate in the summer K-pop festival.
If you are bringing this up with an ulterior motive, you've got to roll and convince someone.
Not an ulterior motive. I'm trying to be friends with her. There's no ulterior motive. I just.
If you're trying to recruit her, you have to roll convince someone.
No. We already got 6 people on the team. It's fine. I'm just telling her, we're recruiting like Daisy and Benny in on it too. I got Josh in here too, so this will be fun.
You also have Caleb.
I'm not saying that part.
The audience sees Susie, who looks over at Josh, who is looks to be like playing a video game, just kind of like all hunched over, and she just texts back, "Damn, you've got him whipped."
Fuck, damn.
Willa's sitting here like, do I really?
And Susie then texts back and is like, "Cool, well, see you there. I've been trying to get Crystal to start learning some moves too, so you might have some competition." And she sends a little wink.
We have a potential opponent.
Ooh.
I
put a fire and dancing emoji, and I send it to her.
Gain a competitive relationship with Susie.
Better than no relationship.
That did not turn out how we wanted, though.
Yeah.
I did not expect to have a competitive relationship with her.
Well, I have a competitive relationship with Susie. I don't know about you. I don't know if that transcends
I have
to
no relationship with Susie now.
Okay.
The comrade's competitive relationship with Susie.
Comrade.
If Willa is an enemy of someone, then they are also my enemy.
Not necessarily an enemy per se.
This is just like you have a rival for your side quest of a K-pop dance competition.
That's it. That's all that matters.
All that matters.
But then I go over to Caleb's text and I respond, "Yeah, I'll be down. I won't give you a time window because I'm still trying to find the strength to get myself out of this pillow fort here, but I'll be down eventually. I am alive." And then I text Izzy and I say, "Guess who just woke up?" A side-eye emoji. Where are you? Are you getting food? Caleb asked if I want to get food with him. So are you also getting food? We could all get food together if you're not already getting food. Also, Susie texted me, and she said that Crystal said that I was dating Caleb or whatever. So now I gotta go talk to Josh. So this is fine. Okay, hi. So how was Daisy? Did she stay? Where? The twins are gone. Where are they? Where's Sam? And then I just hop into different conversations, respond to everyone, and you respond to my mom, respond to my dad, and then I react to the group message in the basketball group chat or whatever. And then I text Josh, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm not I'm not dating Caleb. Stop. Don't mope. It ruins your game. It ruins your gaming. Sit up straight, you croissant."
She's just outing Susie. Fuck. Damn.
Roll me a persona.
Okay, we're picking fruit dice.
G9, do you have a competitive relationship with Josh still?
I don't have a relationship with Josh.
We never ironed that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's I always was wondering, since we were going at it with Josh, that you had a competitive, but then maybe we're cooperative.
Nothing has been written down, so I'm assuming it's just a default relationship. This was established years ago.
Josh was born out of the session 0, so we didn't really focus on the relationships because I was like, this is a one shot. We don't have to do that. And now here we are.
Okay, you said persona?
Persona, please, yes.
10.
He just sends back, "How the fuck did you know I was slouching?"
Susie texted me.
Fucking.
I'm not dating Caleb. But it's...
Yeah, I know that.
Well, Susie texted me saying that Crystal told her. That Crystal said.
Crystal's talking out of her ass, right?
Yes, I'm not dating him. I told you this.
Okay.
Sit up straight. It ruins your posture.
You get a selfie from him. and he is sitting up straight. He's got like a game controller in his lap, and you see there's a few dark circles under his eyes. He looks a little tired.
Aww.
And but he is sitting up, and you can tell that he like froofed his hair a little bit to make it look better.
Ooh.
And he sent the picture with "there, happy."
I respond with a shrimp emoji.
He sends back the flipping off emoji.
Okay, good. So I guess I'll just get ready. Forget about my hair. It's insane. I'll have Izzy brush it out for me later. Cause like there's no way I'm gonna detangle all of this hair. So I just put it into like low ponytail, change my sweater and stuff, and then I go down to meet Caleb, and I'm looking at my phone if Izzy responds to me, if she's also going to get food or whatever she's doing.
A great question. So,
what did you do in the morning with your time?
I mean, outside of just researching the ice fish, most likely me and Sam went and got breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I may have messaged Quinn and then also Daisy and Benny to say that we're gonna go get breakfast if they wanted to join, and we're able, and we're even maybe up. But I would like to, with my free time, either visit Victoria or just like a general checkup, because one, I want to see if she's okay. Two, this is going to be real weird, but I'm going to ask her how much she knows about jellyfish and coral.
Victoria's in the hospital, so you would need to get a ride to the hospital. I will do that for your...
I was like, I am my own ride, but no, Arthur dropped us off.
I drove you.
Wait a minute, does the Schwartz ski town not have a hospital there or like an urgent care?
She's in like the hospital.
She needed blood.
Oh,
Really needed blood. Yeah.
Never mind. There is an urgent care over there, though.
About like a 15-minute drive from the chalet.
Okay.
We'll make a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
With whatever car I can find, I will make that drive.
Or just fly over there.
And I'll go by myself to make this a little bit easier.
Well, Sam brought their car. Sam drove.
Okay. Oh, do I ask Sam?
Or you could call a boover.
I'm gonna call a boover because I don't want to exactly explain to Sam or like prance around the issue about why I'm asking certain questions to Victoria.
Why am I so concerned about this book lady that I just met?
Because she was special to Daisy and she was attacked, and also she might know some shit that we don't. So I'm going.
Yep. It is a pricey boober. It's a pricey boober, and
Izzy has her dad's black card. It's fine.
Oh yeah. Like the driver pulls up and you see that it is a kind of a middle-aged woman, and she like turns around and she's like, "Honey, what are you doing going to the hospital right now? Shouldn't you be having some fun?"
I'm visiting my Nana. She's in here. She got taken over like last night.
You see this woman puts it into 4-wheel drive and goes, "Honey, we are going to get you there as soon as possible." Oh,
it's 15 minutes. Drive safely.
Of course. What's going on with your Nana, baby? Tell me everything.
She collapsed yesterday during the party that was at the ski lodge. The Izzy says, well, at the party last night there up at the ski lodge, Nana kind of like passed out, and they think that she had some like blood loss. So I don't know if maybe she's anemic, but like that's kind of weird for it to be so late. So I just wanted to see kind of how she was doing, because a phone call is one thing, but then actually seeing someone is something completely different, you know?
It's always those rich folks that go up to that ski lodge, but seem like you've got such a good head on your shoulders, because I don't think any of them would come see their Nana like you are. Oh my goodness, sweetheart. Here. And,
the ride's free. The ride is free.
Oh, no.
Sweet has to make money. No.
Sweet Uber lady needs to make a buck. But she's like, "Honey, I hope you just have the best day and that your Nana gets well. I'm giving you the good karma, okay?"
You're so much. What's your name?
My name's Lucy.
Not
Some
Lucy.
people will call me Lucy.
Not Lucinda, because that's
Not
Mrs.
Lucinda.
Schwartz.
But people can have
Gotta
the
love
same name.
Lucy.
No,
Gotta love
name's
Lucy.
Lucy. And honey, you're gonna have advantage on your next roll, okay?
God, is that you? She's speaking through Lucy.
Are you, dear God? It's me, the DM. But take advantage on your next roll because you made an impression on this boober lady. And she pulls into the hospital and she goes, "Oh, honey, I don't know what entrance you need, sweetie."
The front entrance is fine. I'm not sure if she's been moved by her room or anything, so the front entrance is fine. Thank you. It's
You
not
take
large.
care. Remember to bring your Nana flowers. She'll love that.
Oh, is there a gift shop in the downstairs?
Honey, it's a hospital. Of course they do.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I don't know why I even asked. Thank you so much, Lucy. You have a good rest of your day. And on the Boober app, Izzy is going to tip like over the expected even offered amount. She's given her like almost like 100% tip. She's just gonna pay double
Wow.
what this Boober ride was actually worth. Partially because she was real sweet. Partially because Izzy slightly lied about her being a Nana.
Also,
But,
you got advantage.
her Nana. Yeah, also I got advantage.
Your dad texts you and is like, "Hey, Izzy, there was some activity on the card. Is that okay?"
Izzy messages back, "Yeah, it was me. I'm just visiting someone in the hospital, just a small little boober trip. But she was so super sweet. I kind of tipped her double.
Well, that's a good thing, but honey,
It was
that's
already expensive, but I'll mow the lawn."
your dad.
Yeah, right.
We'll talk about
Side
this.
note, you have definitely seen her mow the lawn, and it was not fucking good.
Like,
Will-
okay, Izzy,
Willow's
that's okay.
in the elevator. She's like, Izzy doesn't fucking mow the lawn. She
She does
doesn't
not.
foot.
She does not. She does not want to do any of that shit. That is literally against her will. She would do that.
So walk on grass barefoot.
But
Yeah, you get into the hospital and it's pretty quiet. Like it looks like this hospital doesn't get a ton of activity, so it's pretty relaxed.
Izzy is going to kind of like go up to the receptionist and ask where Victoria, who's brought over from the ski lodge, would be roomed at.
The front desk attendant, he looks down his nose and he's like, "Her last name is from the ski lodge?"
No, I don't know her last name because I always knew her as Victoria and I never really got her last name.
Look, it's really only supposed to be family that's visiting.
I'm a family friend. Is it okay if you call up to the room and ask if Isabella Parker, who visited her yesterday, can talk? Can come
Roll
up
to
and see her?
convince someone.
With advantage.
Oh fuck! There we go.
Lucy, your
Thank
boober
you,
daughter.
Lucy. Oh fuck! Where'd it go? There it is. I mean, technically, I don't even need the advantage, but I said I would use it, so we're fine. Oh wow, the dice really want me to go see her.
Wow.
That is a dirty 12. I rolled 2 5s and a 6.
Nice.
The front desk attendant is like, "Honestly, I don't think her family would come, so like, yeah, I'll let you up there."
And she's like, "Thank you so much." Also, is that where you do you have a gift shop for like flowers and stuff?
You see a small little like alcove that has like cards and books and a couple plushies and some flowers.
Izzy will just go over and buy her some pretty little flowers, whatever is bright,
Oh, perfect.
like daisies or something. And she's gonna pop up in her room. Oh yeah, I just love daisies, so I would just like automatically said daisies. I didn't even think about Daisy the character.
Yeah. You make it up to her room and she's laying there. She is awake, she's conscious, and you see that like her lacerations are like bandaged and she's hooked up to an IV and she looks real tired.
I'm gonna have like a little soft knock on the door. Be like, "Hi, Victoria."
Isabella,
Hi. Well,
Hi.
after last night, I knew I had to come see you, so I brought flowers.
Of you. You do see that there is a very ornate flower arrangement at the table, followed by two much smaller ones.
Izzy will kind of like put hers on the end of the little small train. And she's like, "Oh, someone got you so many flowers. Who got them for you?"
Well, when you are injured on company property, the owners of the property do tend to show up, but you see her hand, like she kind of shakily points to the smaller ones, and she goes, "Those are the ones that really matter."
Izzy kind of looks over at them.
Who are they from?
Who are they from? Who are they from?
The smaller ones, they both have like a couple. Each one has a phrase that doesn't really make a lot of sense to you, but are signed by Daisy and Benny, respectively.
Izzy kind of like just like tears up a little bit, seeing it. And she's like, "This is so sweet. Hold on. Are you okay holding the flowers? Like you're okay holding them both hands?"
I mean, if you put them on me, I can't do anything but hold them.
Izzy will like pick them up and kind of like give them over to Victoria just to hold. And then she's like, "Do you mind if I send a picture to them?"
Oh, with your fancy phone, yes, of course.
Yeah. And Izzy kind of like gets a nice little lighting picture of her just smiling nicely in the hospital bed with the photos.
She's holding the flowers like they're a baby, and she kind of like looks down at them, and it's just like she looks very just peaceful and happy.
Aww. Izzy will like put the flowers back. She'll put hers like kind of like next to them, but now she's like, "Well, they definitely do mean a lot more." But she kind of like pulls up a chair next to Victoria, and she's like, "So how are you feeling?"
They have been better, definitely.
Better than last night?
Yes, I mean, last night was a bit rough for me. I'm
Huh.
still not
Have you
sure
ever?
exactly what happened.
You don't remember? Like, have you had an episode like that before?
No, but I did start a new blood thinner, but I don't think that would have done anything.
No, it shouldn't have you faint. I mean, you could always have a bleed that doesn't stop, but blood loss, I
Yes.
don't think so.
Well, I don't know where all these cuts came from. It looks like I got mauled by a book.
Uh, I don't know. Did you have an accident in the workshop? Bookshop?
Not that I can remember, and I wouldn't have. And she points to her neck where the biggest gash is. And she goes, "I wouldn't have done anything really here, you know? Unless I dropped something on myself, but how did I end up in the ballroom?"
Hey, I mean, I don't know. That's really weird.
It
And is he
certainly
kind of
wasn't the work of like a Mothman or a Yeti or anything. Those attacks are very, very noticeable. I can't. I don't think it was a poltergeist. I mean, we have one ghost, but he's very polite.
ghost at the ski lodge?
Oh yes, an old mountaineer type.
Mountaineer? How do I find him?
Oh,
Sorry,
he
that's probably weird to ask.
Oh, no. He usually hangs out behind the rental stand with Damien because he's just very fascinated with modern technology. He's never seen a computer before. So he just likes to
What's
sit
his
and watch.
name? What's his name?
I've
Do you
never
think it
caught
would
his
be okay
name.
if I went to go meet him?
I mean, he's a ghost. He doesn't really talk too much, but we just call him the Mountain Man because he's got his little pickaxe and his gear and everything. He's ready to go on a little adventure.
The little unhinged prospector.
This is for me only. I was like, I want a ghost at the ski lodge.
And so you're like, if they find him, they find him.
Oh, exactly.
This is Willa's next activity.
If on their plate, but there's a ghost at the ski lodge.
Find the ghost. Forget skiing. Let's find this ghost.
Welcome to Ghost Adventure, starring Willa and Izzy.
If he can really find nothing about anything, that's fine. It's just gonna fucking meet a ghost. This is new.
Maybe this ghost will have information about the ice fish.
Maybe, because I mean, like, he's lived there for a long time. Izzy was kind of like, have you ever Like, did you meet, or like, how did you get into all this supernatural stuff?
I've been interested since I was a little girl, and I mean, some say that I had someone in my family that got taken by a creature.
Hmm.
You know, any large lake is most likely home to some kind of serpent, not your Nessie, but something similar. And we lost my sister on a family vacation up north. One of those Great Lakes, you know? And
Mariana.
there's a monster beneath it. And I saw it. Saw it, little girl, I saw it. Then I
What
know
lake
you're
was
not gonna
it?
believe me, but excuse me?
What lake was it?
How was the cold one? All the way up north. We were
Like
more up.
Michigan? Like Lake
No,
Superior?
Lake Superior. We were up in Minnesota, and I watched it take her. And it was long, it was scaled, and it had these just big eyes. And when I told my family about it, they just said the currents took her. But I knew that wasn't it. So I studied and I learned as much as I could. And then, of course, that's when all the Mothman news started coming out when I was younger. And, we all know what happened there.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Izzy has no idea what happened with the Mothman there, but she is just gonna play along with that aspect. Izzy's kind of quiet for a second. She's like, "So, if I were to have seen something, would you maybe have an idea of how to help?"
Roll to convince someone.
I wish I saved the fucking advantage for this. Convince someone. That's a 7. That's a 7. I rolled a fucking 6.
You have to stop calling it close, girl.
She looks
The
at
dice do what they do.
and she kind of sighs and she goes, if you're teasing me right now, I'll be real upset, Isabella Parker.
No, not at all. And Izzy will like go into her bag and pull out the massive fucking tome that she bought from her literally the day before. And she's like, so I wasn't exactly sure, but and she like opens it precisely to the ice fish phase and she's like, I know I saw something really weird and humanoid see-through jelly-like, but with a fish head. I think you had blood taken by a fish man.
Well, what would a fish man be doing with me blood?
So, and then Izzy goes straight into fucking every goddamn detail about the ice fishman.
3 hours later.
And then, as a clarification with you, as the DM, yesterday when she was talking about the necklace with Stanley, it was meant for Daisy, but what was the vision she had with Daisy and the necklace? I can't remember.
They were like surrounding her in a circle, I think.
Yeah, like they were surrounding her.
They were surrounding her, and like she had the necklace and it was like overwhelming her, like her eyes had gone black.
Okay. So, and Izzy's like, so that's a lot of just backstory. That's just backstory. But what I'm concerned about is I think that they are after something or someone, and this kind of played a role. And she kind of like delicately kind of also reveals the necklace and kind of like shows it to her. Don't touch it though. Don't touch it. But I kind of saw something of an individual wearing this. Their eyes were full black and they were surrounded by the fishmen. So I was wondering if you knew anything. I know kind of how to kill one by heat. Temperature wise. How. Not that I have done anything with heat to them specifically, but that heat could kill them. So I was wondering if maybe you knew anything more about them or like why this might be something they wanted. Or if I'm kind of just making you kind of scared and thinking that I'm crazy.
You're not crazy. You're not crazy. And she looks at you very seriously at that. And she goes, I know you're not crazy, but I also know that you are far too young and far too smart and pretty to be becoming a monster hunter, Isabella Parker. This is something that quite frankly, needs to be left to the old and haggard like me. And
Well, the old and haggard you is currently in a hospital bed, and I do have an idea of how to do things that the old and haggard should be doing, but it is something that I need to do.
I do admire your gumption. And if I had my jeweler's loop with me, I'd be able to look at that a lot closer, but it's in my desk back at the shop. It could be some kind of supernatural artifact. I've never really seen anything like that, but I do know if it was possessed at some time. Does Izzy just carry around a jeweler's loop?
She does have her Swiss Army knife. She has her Swiss Army knife.
Izzy will try to convince someone of this. But she is going to go into her bag and pull an I wish to wish for a common item / object so she can have the jeweler's thing for Victoria.
Yes. Yes, and
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Well, I am able to pull it out of the bag. I rolled an 8 for that. So I pull out a kind of item that would help her.
Yep, it is a jeweler's loop, but it's not her jeweler's loop. Because the jeweler's loops are like those little like kaleidoscope-looking magnifying glasses. And she takes it and she goes, "Oh, aren't you prepared, little Girl Scout?"
Izzy kind of makes a little salute.
She was a Girl Scout.
She like shifts up a little bit and she's like, "All right, let me see it."
Izzy's like, "Don't touch it though. Just as close as you can, but just don't touch it." And I'm serious.
I've worked with possessed items before, don't you worry. And she holds it in the box and she like brings it up close. And I need you to roll for Victoria.
Oh god.
Oh god. With her stats?
Use your own stats, Izzy, but I need you to roll a glimpse of the truth.
Fuck.
Come on.
Shoot. Okay.
I don't have any.
That's a 7.
Okay, not a failure. Okay.
She looks at it and she's like, "Well, it's definitely otherworldly. It's glowing with some kind of, not exactly ectoplasm, but it's different." Looking back at it, she's like, "I think you're right to not touch it, but where did you even find it?"
I prefer not to tell you.
That's fair. Can you put it back where you found it, though?
No. I kind of thought it was something of a nature of magic, so I took it from someone who was going to eventually get it.
That's probably wise.
Mm-hmm. I didn't want it to cause trouble, and I knew it was something, but I just didn't know what.
Well,
maybe when you feel better, if you want to take another look at it, I don't want to force you.
You're fine, my dear. You're fine. They gave me a blood transfusion. I'm gonna get better. I'm fine. But
there hasn't been many adults that kind of know anything to do with this. So
she shakes her head and she goes, "Not many that actually want to help. But if you go back to the shop, there should be a book by a Back Zagans, all about paranormal things, and it does have his address in the back if you want to send that to him so that he can investigate it further."
Izzy's like, "Really?"
Oh, yes. I mean, he will probably keep it for his little traveling museum, but you'd at least know what it is.
I mean, yeah, the intentions is probably more important than the actual object itself, because I don't want anything to do with it.
Right, and whatever being is possessing it or cursed it should move on from you, so you wouldn't have to deal with it any longer.
Okay. Well, it's good. It's good. I'm just gonna put this away, but if you want, I can get you lunch or something as a
Oh,
thank you.
I'm
I kinda came here with all, like, questions for you and asking for help when
honestly, it's been a lot more interesting than having to play small talk with the Mr. and Mrs. Schwartz. They're a lot
Oh,
to handle when you talk to
they
them.
are.
Very
They
austere.
are. I haven't really had a full conversation with either of them, and the partial one I had with Mr. Schwartz was not fun. It's not good.
No, no, I can't imagine it would be.
No.
No.
So is he just gonna like just casually spend a little bit more time with her? Just like talk to her about her life for a little bit before kind of heading back to the ski lodge for lunch, in which probably on her boover drive back, she'll probably finally message Willa back.
It's too late. Willa already had lunch at that point. It's been an hour and a half.
On your boober drive. No,
She probably like left at 10 or something and got back at noon, like an hour or something talking with Victoria. I think that's a good visit.
The timing fits. But on your boover drive, this is a much quieter driver. He honestly doesn't say a thing as he's driving you. And I need you to glimpse the truth for me.
9.
You see, just as you're getting out, that he has 2 marks on his neck. And he turns around and makes eye contact with you. And they're pretty cold, dead-looking eyes.
Like that.
Hold on.
Are you gonna hex this man?
No. Do either of you have
I have Purifying.
Pete Glitterheart's book?
I do not. I think you have my copy.
It's not here with me.
Oh.
Can you go to the... I want to say darkness.
Darkness.
It's either darkness or death, but there was something I had specifically said I was going to take, and I can't remember.
It was Lifelines, wasn't it?
Down.
Wasn't it Lifelines?
It was like something that you could like see like memories past of someone.
Yep, that's lifelines. Your connection to death allows you to see someone's life thread. You can glimpse the truth while touching someone, allowing you to witness events in their past.
Can I?
She technically did level up.
Like, thank you so much, and like touch his shoulder or something.
Oh, absolutely! You can roll that glimpse the truth again.
Yes.
Can I do it with mystical, or do I have to do it with mental?
No, it is with mental because it is a glimpse the truth.
Damn it. That's a 7.
Yeah, it is a mixed success. So we'll see. You will learn something, but I'm gonna make a hard move against you. So you touch this guy, and you see that like before he was just like just driving his car, and you see him singing some songs, and just kind of jamming. And he stops and he taps his phone and says like, "Your Uber's here." And you see the door open. You see him turn back, and in a flash, you see just like a blood splatter against his windshield.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kind of come to from that, you feel his hand against yours, like clutching tight as he's looking at you. And you feel the car shake a little bit. And as you look out the windshield, there is a translucent fish man on the hood.
Wait.
Through the windshield.
While driving car is in motion?
Nope. They're at the destination.
So this is me coming out of the vision of him getting attacked, and there's a fishman on the hood.
Yep, there's a fishman on the hood currently, and you are outside of the ski lodge.
Okay, are there people around?
Not at the front. You see there's some people that are skiing, there's some people, hanging out like all around there, but like in the parking lot area, there's not a lot of activity.
Okay. Are there any cameras? We had clocked cameras around. Okay. So
In the lobby. There was
in the lobby. Oh, there's interior cameras, not exterior ones.
How can Izzy disengage and kind of move towards the back area and or
like the back of the car?
of the lodge.
Well, we are in the front. People aren't around.
Yeah, you're like there's like a little like circular like drop-off zone essentially, like for people with luggage and everything. So like you're parked there.
Wherever there's even less people than the front entrance of the ski lodge, where there might be people that can walk out any moment, Izzy would like to like clock the spot that she can best lead them away, aka maybe like the ski lift or like the back area where rentals may be, for reasons.
I could say that you could get like it's gonna be a distance because you're like at the front door, but if you like took off and booked it, you could get around the building towards where the dumpsters are.
Is there a...
Okay, I'm gonna try and book it to the dumpsters. And is there a way? Where is Kumiko? If I could just mentally tell Kumiko I'm in danger, there's a fishman chasing me at the front of the ski lodge, tell Willa.
I was wondering, like, maybe like I get off the elevator and I see her in the boober car in the front lobby. Is that a way I can like see, and maybe I can clock the ice fish monster? Is that a thing?
Willa, I will give you a be vigilant.
She was down at lunch.
I'll give you a be vigilant check.
I mean, I'm not great at those, but we'll find out. 7.
So you do see Izzy, and you see this car, and you see this fishman out like the glass doors. But you also turn and towards where the restaurant is.
Oh fuck!
You
Caleb's
see
there.
Crystal, and you
Crystal.
see Caleb, and they're waving, and they're like waving you over, like, "Hey, come have lunch with us."
Oh, I mean, monsters over other people. Hang on, friends over whatever else. And
How do you not have them follow you?
Will's gonna be like, hang on a second, and she's gonna like go over to Izzy's car, and like I'm like looking at the ice fish, and I'm like open, and I'm walking towards Izzy's car, and I'm looking at her with like our unspoken conversation, like, what do you want me to do? Are we luring it somewhere? Like, where are we going with this thing?
It slowly turns its head to you to look at you, Willa. It's like crouched on the front of the car, like the hood of the car, so it's just kind of like looking at you like that. Very spooky.
Hang on a second.
Hanging on.
Okay, this maybe. Let me say my idea first. Okay, with bellowing roar, can I just like, instead of just roaring, can I just say, like in a compelling voice, like, hey, get out of here, and I'm like talking to Izzy so I don't sound weird, but I'm telling the ice fish to get out of here.
You can roll to convince someone with your bellowing roar for advantage.
Yeah. With advantage, you said?
Yeah, because you're roaring.
Oh, no, I want to not roar and not like have attention towards me. That's what I want. That's the thing. Because I don't want to scream at this thing.
Under what skill is your bellowing roar? Is it under idle?
That's under fire. Or I mean anger, I think. If not, then I'm not gonna do that because I do not want to draw more attention towards me.
Because your bellowing roar actually makes normal people flee the area.
Oh,
So
never mind then.
yeah.
I mean, no, that could still work. Normal people.
But then he'll drive away with you in the car.
It depends on where they run. I'm not in the car. Am I in the car?
You're like half in, half out because you touched his shoulder and he's holding you. So like the door's open and like you've got like one foot out, but like you're like in that weird kind of position.
Oof. Is there a way to like distract this ice fish monster? Be like, hey, follow me and stuff or whatever.
How would you do it?
Is there a way that I can like make eye contact and like subtly flip it off or something?
Looking at you. It's
It
very
is?
much looking at you. Oh yeah, it is creepily staring at you.
I am okay. I am going to look up at the ice fish monster, and I want to say, I killed your siblings last night.
Roll.
Is that
Roll persona. Roll persona.
Yep. That's an 8. That's an 8.
It looks at you, and it starts like coming towards you, like it
Okay.
crawls off of the car.
Okay, I'm making a speed walk away, and I'm like, okay, go!
Walking faster
Power walking away!
behind you.
Power walking away. Is Izzy with me, or is she still at the car? Because I think the ice fish monster is just like following me, right? Yeah, okay. I'm power walking. Is Izzy following me?
I don't know.
If I can get away from the driver, yes.
You needed to roll a clash.
Oh, he was holding onto you like hostage? I thought he was just like touching your hand.
Like I touched his shoulder like high, and then he grabbed me.
Fuck.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's a 6.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck.
He yanks you back into the car, and you feel the car starting to go.
No.
Towards where Willa and the fish monster are walking.
I immediately take my phone out and I'm like, hey, and I text Caleb, hey, Izzy's having an issue with the Uber driver up at front. Can you go get her, please? It's Caleb's strong. Is he not okay?
Roll to convince someone with advantage.
With advantage.
No.
Okay. That's a 10. That's a 10.
Oh shit! Bill says, "Oh yeah, no worries. I'll come out there. I can be intimidating sometimes." And he sends a smiley face with a little like prig.
Okay, cool, thanks. And I'm like, whew, just like I'm like glancing over my shoulder to see how close this ice fish monster is to me.
But Uber driver is trying to follow Willa and Icefish Man.
No. Wait, Boover, I thought.
Yes, that's what's happening. That's why I said don't have Caleb come out because the car is literally following you.
I thought he was trying to drive away off into the distance.
No, he's not trying to kidnap me. He's trying to follow you. And I'm just in the car.
He's gonna try to.
You telling Caleb to go after the car is also there and going after Icefish Man.
He's gonna try to follow me with those non-snow tires. I'm walking in full-on snow. Like, okay.
He's going into the parking lot, kind of like along the wall, like not into the snow, but as far in like the parking lot as he can go. Like,
Okay, but he's hostage holding you though, so like, yeah, he can't exactly transform and like spit him in the face with acid and stuff. That would be too suspicious. Boomer driver trying to run Bill over.
I could just imagine it as like like the Zamboni type where it's going super fucking slow and someone just running in front of it. Like I have no issue running away from this, but it just slowly keeps going.
Slowly coming back. Yeah.
It's just like the ever approaching death.
Mm-hmm.
Can't run from it.
Okay, well,
Nope.
while that's going on, can I like go to like a more secluded area outside of the ski lodge somewhere and like just whip out my flaming sword and just stab it?
Like around the corner is like the dumpster area for the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. No one's
And,
there.
like, it not right now. It's the lunch rush, so nobody's taking their break right now.
Oh, good! I whip around with my flaming sword, I like manifest it, and then I take a swing at it.
Roll clash.
That's a 5.
Mark experience. You bring your sword out just as it grabs your wrist,
Oh no.
and you feel that its hand is very cold.
Oh, ow, ow, oh, cold. No. No.
And it just slowly brings you closer, and you see its mouth open, and you see these little fangs appear.
Can I try magical beam?
2 damage, please.
2 damage? Okay.
You're cold.
Okay.
Can I try and like roll down a window and just like magical beam the
door's open.
Icefish Man? The door's open. Can I just poke my head out and just magical beam it? Like just hand.
You're in my line of sight?
We're following you.
Because you got yanked back by your arm, so you're essentially like laying in the back seat, being held by the driver, and the back door is still open and like flapping. So you have visual and you have like a line of sight, so you could magical beam it if you wanted to.
I mean, I'm gonna just try and text it because I can also maybe make it drop you. I can. Am I still being held?
Yep.
Never mind. I'm gonna hex a couple things. That is an 11, so I can hold 2. So I'm gonna make the driver drop an item that it's holding, aka me.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
I can drop the car.
Yes, and if possible, can I also give the ice fish man slow him so clash actions have a +1 against him?
Oh, that's nice.
So +1 clash for you, and can I just like flip out the car?
Barrel roll out of there.
If I'm unencumbered, can I just
Yeah, if you're unencumbered, I need a physical roll from you for that.
Maybe Caleb can just catch you so you don't get hurt.
That's 3.
Yeah, you're gonna take 3 damage coming out of that car because it is a moving car. You hit the pavement, and the car keeps going. So like you're pretty scraped up, and you do feel like big arms kind of like sit you up, and Caleb's holding you like by the shoulders, and he's like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Like, did you almost get kidnapped?"
Izzy kind of like checks herself over, and she's like really sore from that. It's like everything's just like, I wouldn't say even sore. She's just like shocked, and she's like, maybe. I'm not sure exactly.
Oh my god, like I know we all had we at Carbondale, we had a human trafficking assembly pretty recently. Like talk about the dangers of it, and like, oh my god, I didn't think it was actually gonna happen.
Maybe it wasn't that. I'm just the car. I think the guy's sick. I think the car just wouldn't stop rolling, and I was trying to get it to stop. Is the car still moving?
Yep. And you see Caleb, like, his eyes kind of like darken a little bit, and he's smiling, but he looks fucking pissed in the eyes.
I wasn't kidnapped. I was just trying to help.
No, Izzy. And he holds you and looks at you very seriously, and he goes,
Gonna get this pooper driver fired.
Your fault. Okay?
I chose to try and stop a moving car. There was no kidnapping.
And
there's no kidnapping.
He gives you a very gentle platonic hug, and he goes, "It's okay. I heard that sometimes victims in these situations blame themselves, but you really shouldn't. It's that guy's fault. And if he runs into that snowbank there, I'm gonna kick his ass for you."
That's a medical issue. Don't kick his ass, please. And Izzy will just say kind of loudly, like, Willa, if you're out there, the driver needs some medical attention.
I have an ice fish to deal with. What do you mean? Let me kill the ice fish first. Hang on. Plus, this is a +3.
Try and keep Caleb busy.
Do that. Please. +3.
And he's looking around like a fucking golden retriever. Like, where's Willa?
9 to slash this thing.
For clash.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You get a good hit on him, and you like slash him across the chest, and you see that it kind of like singes a little bit, and he looks at you, and he lets go and starts backing away.
No, I need to kill it again. It's gonna come back. I gotta keep. What? Were you about to say something, Claire?
I mean, just depending on if I was gonna do something, then it would be more so just distracting Caleb and or like making an attack on the ice fish with flies.
Oh, okay.
Well, his main action is like backing away, like it's going to disengage and run off.
Do I still get the additional +1 to that, or was it just a 1 hit? Claire.
What do you mean? I think it's just making the target slow, so unless I guess he clears the effect, I think you should still have +1 clash.
Okay, so +3 again. Whew, thank God. All right, yeah, that's an 8.
You get another good hit on, and you see that like he goes a little more translucent, like a little paler.
Mm-hmm.
And he just shakes his head and keeps backing away.
Like,
What do you want? Why? You want to, like, suck people's blood? You want to take over the world? Why are you going after Daisy? Huh? You can't even talk, so why would I be even asking you these questions? Assuming you can talk.
It opens its mouth and it shows you its little fangs again. And it just kind of like bares its teeth and like does a little like little chomp chomp.
Don't fucking come back here again. You know I'm here. So
let it go.
Huh?
No, I'm just being a viewer right now. I'm just watching.
I know, but like, it just, at this point, I just need information about like the spawn point of where they are, how to get rid of it at the source, because we can keep on cutting them down, but if we don't get to the root of it, they're gonna keep on coming back. But I guess we'll figure that out later. I'm gonna take another swing at this motherfucker. That's another 8.
It hits him and you see him kind of like stumble down and like he kind of looks up and just shakes his head again as if saying, you don't want to do this.
Oh, Will is like, yes I do. I'm fucking kill it again. That's cocked. Okay, that's 7. Just die already.
It falls to the ground, but you see its last movement is that it grabs your ankle and one of its teeth just brushes your calf.
No, I kick it right in the face.
It falls down and lets go.
I'm stabbing it again, making sure that it dies. 7. No, 8. That's an 8.
Good police work, Officer Nancy.
Yeah.
It's very dead.
Leave no evidence behind, and I'm watching it dissolve. I like
John Wick, kill him twice.
6 times, as a matter of fact. I let the flame sword disappear, and I just watch it, and I'm like, Izzy! And then I like turn around, and I go find her.
Izzy, Caleb is still holding you and he goes, I promise, like, my parents have some really good counselors that they know that, like, if you need any,
Caleb, I'm telling you, I wasn't kidnapped, and the moment I see Willa, I'm gonna, oh gosh. I'm trying to figure out if there is a way to, like, subtly tell her, again, in case she didn't hear, to go give the driver freaking medical attention. Probably...
we have telepathic conversations with our eyes, like you can like like going back to the car and stuff.
Yeah, I'll just like point at the guy in the car and kind of like just like make a biting motion, and then whatever motion you make to heal people, I will also make that motion.
Okay, it's more like a bop. So yeah. Oh, okay. Is he still driving towards me?
No, he drove into a snowbank at the other end of the parking lot.
Okay, I go over.
Oh my god!
I go over to his car and I like reach in through the window and I bap him for healing. Or is this purifying touch? Either way, it's the same roll. It's persona. Oh fuck yeah, that's a 10.
Which one are you doing?
Purifying touch, it gets rid of all status effects and stuff, so I'm assuming he was hypnotized or something.
You see that, like, as you do that, his body just kind of, like, flops over the steering wheel. And, like, his 2 little bite marks are pretty well on display, and you see that they have, like, gone very dark. And this man's not breathing.
Oh, shit. Healing. I'm healing. I don't know if I can resurrect the dead, but that's a 9. That's a 9.
You cast your healing.
I think a 9 allows me to heal up to my modifier, I think, so that's just 2 hit points back to him.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh.
This man is dead.
Oh. Willa's like, she's like on the verge of crying because she's never really touched a dead person before, and now her healing magic didn't work. She's like, Izzy? And I'm like trying to take out my phone, but she's like panicked. She's like, she's in shock right now.
Yell.
She's, I'm yelling for Izzy. I'm like, I'm like screaming Izzy's name, and I'm like panicking, trying to like type 911 into the phone thing, but it's not fucking working.
You don't have service either.
Fuck. Is there an emergency police button around here somewhere?
Caleb comes running.
And
he just like scoops you up and like starts walking you away, and it's like,
Caleb, he's not breathing. He's not breathing in the car. He's not breathing.
He lets you down.
CPR, Caleb, please.
He's not breathing.
He's not breathing. I'm trying.
Okay.
I have no bars.
Go be with Izzy. I'll take care of it. And you see Caleb like opens the door, and this man just like shuffles out and like almost like bonelessly like flops onto the pavement, and you see that like his body looks very withered, like a raisin.
Oh no.
As if
Did he have like a delayed blood sucking?
I think maybe he got possessed, and since the host died or whatever, then he dies. He becomes an empty vessel or something.
he looks more like pruny than he did when he was being your Uber driver.
I fucking killed him with the ice fish monster. Oh my god, Willa killed someone. Oh no.
He's already gonna fucking die.
No.
That's not you.
Some may say he was already dead, and being possessed was the only thing piloting his little meat puppet.
Willa doesn't know that. She thinks she killed him.
But you do see that Caleb is like checking for a pulse, and he's like, "Oh god,
Willa,
Izzy, can you get the concierge?
We'll call 911 and get you an AED. If you need it.
There's no bars.
Izzy's going to run and grab an AED and tell Willa to call 911.
I can't call 911. I got no bars in the parking lot.
Then come with me.
Oh god. I go to the lodge and I call 911 and stuff.
And Izzy will find the closest AED and then book it back to Caleb.
And I tell the cops, or basically whoever, like what happened, and then like it's in the parking lot. It's at the ski lodge. Is dead.
The dispatcher, is like, we'll take care of it. Don't you worry, honey. You're very brave for calling us.
Okay. And she just waits until like the ambulance shows up, I guess, and she's gonna go over back to Izzy and Caleb, and she's just kind of standing there because she doesn't know what to do now.
Now, Caleb wraps his arms around you and just kind of holds you, and you guys are kind of like shoved backwards. Yes, Izzy.
Could she, either with shadows or something with maybe the bending of light or someone in a common item, or if you would allow me to bend it even though it does not mean it, open/shut a wound? Like, just close the wound up so it's not visible that he has 2 fucking bite marks on his neck with...
Was there a way that I, like, closed up the wounds with my healing? Was that possible?
I just don't want bite marks to be on the guy. You get it?
I'll give you the healing got rid of the bite marks.
Okay.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the paramedics are checking it out. The police have, put a do not cross thing around there, and you see that like hotel staff are, starting to be questioned by one of the officers, and you see that the Schwartz parents are standing there, arms folded and looking very austere and like murmuring between each other, just like,
this is bad PR for the Schwartz ski lodge.
Yeah. In 2 days. Living within 12 hours of each other.
Will is just talking to herself like, I killed him. Oh my god. I killed him. Ah.
Caleb's like smoothing your hair and he's like, it's okay, you guys are safe now. Like, I don't think there's gonna be another kind of creeper like that around, because the odds of that are just astronomical, but it's okay. Izzy, do you want a hug too?
Izzy kind of just is like, no. Thank you though.
Well-
And she kind of like stays wrapped up in whatever blanket someone might have given her. But she sidles up next to Willa and she's like, we don't know what was happening, but it wasn't you.
Willa's totally in her head right now. She's like, oh my god, I fucking killed him. I can't revive people, so that's not a good sign. If people are dead,
Izzy's
they're
going to
dead.
Izzy's going for the emergency hot sauce packet, and she's gonna wave it in front of Willa's face.
Is this the Korean one?
Izzy's like, yes, the one that your mom specifically brought back for you. Now, look at me. Look at me. Also, camera, look at me. Thank you. It was not you. If anything, it was already like that before we got here. Right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Willa. We don't know. We don't know. And for all we knew, he could have already been. And she kind of like mimics like an offing, like he could already have been dead before we ever even saw him.
Yeah, like, and Caleb is like, it sounds like he had a lot of issues going on, so maybe he was just lashing out and like maybe
Caleb,
the guilt got to him and yeah.
they did not try to kidnap me. They didn't look well when they grabbed me trying to leave the car. They wanted to try and
He
stop me.
whispers to you, Willa, and he goes, it's okay. Izzy's gonna be a little bit in denial for a bit, but it's okay. Like, we saved her from being kidnapped.
Willa's not responding. She's like,
We had an assembly about it. And he like pets your hair again.
Willa's in so much shock she doesn't even realize that Caleb is touching her hair. Normally she doesn't like it when other people touch her hair, but she's just so in shock right now. She's just like, oh no. This isn't traumatizing at all.
Izzy kind of like pulls on Caleb and she's like, let's just get Willa inside.
You start to walk inside when you hear the click-click sound of heels against pavement.
Oh no.
And Mrs. Lucinda Schwartz is standing there going, excuse me. The three of you were out here when this incident occurred, correct?
Oh no.
The one that was outside when the incident occurred. They came out afterwards. If you need a statement, I can give you one. She needs to go inside and sit down.
She looks to Willa and looks to you and looks to Willa and goes, Caleb, dear, please just go to the restaurant and just get the young woman some soup. The low-fat one, please.
Bitch! No.
And Lucinda looks to you and goes, you also will get some soup after you give your statement, please. Miss Parker.
Okay.
And she just, like, shakes her head and she goes, come stand with Obadiah and I.
I like grab onto your hand, Izzy, and I'm like,
Izzy kind of squeezes her hand back and Izzy's like, I'll be fine. Go get some soup. I'll be back around in a second after I talk to the police.
Yeah, Willa will get some soup.
I give Izzy a death grip squeeze and then I let go. And then I let Caleb like walk me over to the restaurant.
He walks you over and he picks a booth and sits on the same side as you. And he puts a soup in front of you. And he's like, I don't have any hot sauce on me if you wanted to add it into this.
Oh, it's fine.
Soup, so it should be a little spicy, right?
No, I'm not in the mood for spicy.
Oh no. What can I do? Do you just want to sit and just enjoy the quiet?
I don't know. I'm like, I'm stuck in my thoughts right now, and it's not good. Normally Izzy would be here, but she's stuck with Miss Crazy Evil Lady. So, yeah. I'm like, she's like spooning the soup, but she's not really taking a bite out of it. She's kind of like poking at it.
Izzy messages Willa, eat the soup, don't poke at it.
I like look around, like, wait, how does she know?
Like, Izzy's not there. She just knows that Willa wouldn't want to eat after something like that, but Willa also needs to eat, so Izzy's messaging her to eat.
I text, fine, and I take a bite of soup.
Is it good?
Did she say low-fat soup?
I didn't know they even had that kind of thing.
I want all the fat. I want triple the fat.
Yeah,
What is this?
that's what I would think.
This is skimpy. Was she
I
fat
ordered
shaming
the
me?
regular one.
You got the regular one?
Yeah, I ordered you the regular one.
Oh, good. I don't need this trash then. And I like push the low-fat soup out of the way. Like, she fat shamed me. Oh, she's going down.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
Yeah. Wow, Caleb.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm just glad that you guys are okay. And God,
Yeah, that was
I'm
unexpected.
in here.
That was unexpected, man. Schwartzes aren't gonna get a good rep at all. One person collapses yesterday, another person dies. You know, that's
Oh, I'm sure that they're gonna,
Weird.
make sure this doesn't get to the news.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
They have a lot of reporters in their pockets.
Damn rich people.
Yeah. It is helpful though sometimes.
Do you need to go back out there or something? No?
I'm here with you.
Oh.
And I know I'm not Izzy, but I can do the best I can.
Okay. By the way, when did you wake up this morning?
Oh, I got up and went for a run at like 7.
That is psychopath behavior. You don't have a rest day? Waking up at 7 in the morning for a run?
I mean, if we're gonna keep our state champion title, I gotta do the work.
Huh. So
I have to make sure that good old Chasey boy doesn't think he has a chance of winning this year.
I don't know. He might.
No? Do you know something I don't?
I don't think
Yeah, that Josh does video games with a bad posture on the weekends.
Nah.
Leave Brittany alone.
Hey, I can't divulge any secrets of the Diamante team. That's mutiny.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I wouldn't want to win by cheating either.
Willow thinks about hot saucing George's goggles, and she's like, "No, I'm still gonna do that."
It's like, no, that is a good deed.
That is a good deed. Good thing I'm not on the swimming team for that. But I'm glad I didn't hold you hostage. Normally, when Izzy and I do have a sleepover, she doesn't want to share the same bed as me because I tend to grab onto things and never let go. So, and Izzy isn't a cuddler, so.
No, it was really nice. I wouldn't mind doing that again sometime.
Oh. Okay. I mean, depending on what's gonna happen tonight, we're probably gonna steal the twins away again and probably have another movie night or something. Depending on what Izzy has planned, then we'll do that. But
we could do that. I could swing that.
Yeah. So, where Crystal was here, wasn't she? Where did she go?
Well, when I came out here, she went to go alert hotel staff that there was stuff going on. Like, she could see that Izzy kind of fell out of the car and everything, and she went to go go tell somebody here at the hotel that there was a potential kidnapping, and I went to go make sure Izzy was okay. So she was probably talking to staff about it. And now that, all of this is happening, she's probably found herself somewhere to just take a little bit of a break. She can't have too much stress in her life, otherwise, she won't be ready for her pageants. That's stressful enough.
Oh, yeah. Pageant stuff.
She's really focused on keeping her chakras aligned, and she was trying to tell me about some of that stuff, but it's one of those things.
I feel like she would really get along with this girl at school. Her name's Mercedes, and she's like a crystal girl and stuff. I feel like she and Crystal would get along.
Oh, she's like Crystal? Does she do pageants?
No, she likes crystals. She's a crystal girl.
Like rocks. Okay.
Yeah. I guess you have one in every school, I guess. Not saying that's a bad thing.
Just wait until the Winx campaign comes around.
Go to your local crystal girly.
She's just trying to bring herself out of the shock of this whole situation and stuff. So, but she can't really find the words right now. So she just goes to Caleb and she's like, just tell me something. Just talk about stuff.
Well, you see, I started trying to nurse this plant back to health, and it's and he just goes off about his plants.
Aww.
And you're there for a while.
Yeah.
We the audience see it fade to black as he's not mansplaining, he's more just excitedly talking about his special interest.
Aww.
Which is very fun.
That's cute. And Willa just sits there and just eats the normal fat soup.
Eats the full fat soup.
The full fat soup. And I guess she's just waiting for Izzy to come back.
Izzy, do you want to give your statement now, or do you want to start the next session giving your statement?
It does not matter. I mean, do you need me to physically say what I wanted to say, or
it will be a conversation because the Schwartz parents will be essentially standing there while you give this statement.
Okay, because technically I shouldn't have sent Willa and Caleb away, since technically they would have made an appearance at the end of everything. So that's that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, having all that happen is I probably would be I don't want Daisy to find this out, because she's just gonna be all worried, and Izzy's I don't want to tell her, I don't want her to know, but then it's literally happened on her parents' front door type shit, so it's she's gonna find out.
Yeah, she can't really lie to them either.
But what does Izzy do? She's probably playing with her phone in her pocket. Does she text Daisy? Does she not? Stuff's already happened. One of the people they have cared about since childhood got put in the hospital, and that's because of magical girl shit. And now she kind of almost got injured / someone died on their parents' property. How does she explain this all and not have Daisy get worried about it?
Yeah.
And she's not sure.
And
so she wouldn't know
anything. Oh yeah.
So she probably wouldn't say anything at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Lucinda and Obadiah have they're standing beside you, but they're kind of having their own conversation, and you're hearing bits and pieces of it because it's and the ambassador was going to come later today. We can't have him over here for this, and we can't do that with the academic dean coming from USC. No, we can't. And we have to get rid of this tape. We have to get rid of this tape. We have to get rid of the crime scene. We can't. And, where are Daisy and Benny now? They probably snuck off somewhere again. Now, yeah, I'm sure they have. But you did tell Daisy that, we submitted that for her, correct? Oh, yes. Well, of course I did. Yes. And it's, the very quiet little conversations between the two of them. I
need to know about this. I want to be snooping. I want to be snoopy about this. Also, off table, now that there's a whole kerfuffle of a death at the Schwartz Lodge, I feel like that's going to put a whole
wrench in the soiree plans for the evening.
A very like nervous looking officer comes up to you, and you see a deputy on their badge, and they're like, "Hi, were you the kidnapped girl?"
Is it kind of like there's a little grimace, like I was not kidnapped, but I am the person that was in the Uber driver's car.
Oh, okay. Can you
I can
tell
give
us
you
a
a
little bit
statement.
about that?
So at approximately like maybe 11:30, 11:35, I was picked up by the Uber driver. He didn't say anything. I told him where I wanted to go. He drove me, and then when we got to the front entrance, I started to get out, and they didn't really say much of anything, but they kind of grabbed my hand, my like wrist. And they just didn't look well. They looked like a little like feverish, a little like thin. So I wasn't sure what was going on, so I was kind of like saw a friend inside, and I was like, "Hey, I think we need some help." And then kind of fell, like tripped in the car, like the guy kind of held on to my hand, right? And then I fell in the car, and I kind of just started rolling forward. Like he wasn't listening to me, he wasn't responding to vocal sounds. So I ended up rolling out the car, which is, and Izzy kind of gestures to how
Oh.
she's appearing. I just hit the ground a little hard.
Do you want
So
the paramedics to look at you?
no, no, I'm okay.
Refuse
But I rolled up.
paramedics. Sorry, I have to take notes on this.
No, it's declined, but refused is about the same. And then approximately maybe like a minute, like he like rolled again for like a minute. It was maybe a minute of like driving slowly, and then went into the bank. And then my friend Caleb went over and he checked for a pulse after Willa went over, said that he was dead. Caleb went over, said that he couldn't feel a pulse, and then I went for the AED, and Willa called 911.
Roll to
And that's what happened. That is exactly what happened, just minus
Plus,
the fishman.
can we do advantage because she's telling the truth for the most part?
I'm telling like 70% of the truth.
Oh, you're telling most of the truth.
I rolled 2 1s.
Bitch. All right. All
The
right.
deputy looks at you and is like,
With advantage?
I mean, if I had advantage, I would need like I would need a 6, because even with or 5 or 6,
Get
I would either
roll-
5 or 6.
roll for it. Roll for it.
roll that advantage die.
Just roll for it. Just roll for it. You never know.
Advantage die.
Come on. Come on.
You want to kiss it? You want to kiss it, Daddy?
She booped it with her nose. That's a 4, so that's a 6.
Okay.
With a 1 and a 4.
Mm.
So
You see the deputy's like, okay, this is gonna be great for our statement and for
but
any
it is just a
recordings.
little incomplete. So if you want, up in the restaurant, Willa and Caleb are sitting there. Willa just was shaken seeing a dead body.
Yeah, she was the one we gave the shock blanket to, right?
She is.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So,
And
if you want to get maybe a statement from maybe just Caleb or just call them later, I can give you their phone numbers.
that would be great. And Obadiah puts a hand like when you stop your purse when you're like driving and you hit a stop really quickly and your purse starts to fall out of the front seat. Like he puts his arm over you. He's like, that will not be necessary. You have all the information you need, deputy, and you do know that this will not be hitting the papers, and it will not be hitting the online newspapers. Correct? And you see the deputy looks a little shaken and goes, "Oh, you're Mr. Schwartz, aren't you? Oh, my apologies. Yes, this is all for internal records. Yes, of course. Well, have a good day, bye." And you see him, this deputy shuffles away.
It's shady. So shady as hell.
And Obadiah looks and goes, "Appreciate you telling the truth, Izzy Parker. Perhaps you are not a poor excuse of the nouveau riche after all."
All right then.
And Lucinda looks you up and down and goes, "Oh, go ahead."
No. Go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, Lucinda's looking you up and down. And she goes, "Would you like soup as well?"
Go join my friends, but thank you.
let the kitchen know that the soup is on us today
I can
for
pay
you and
for
your
it.
little friends.
That's okay. I can pay for it. Thank you, though.
And Izzy kind of just does like the little like funny little head tilt of acknowledgement, and then she just leaves because what she just saw of them trying to cover up a police report, Loki. No,
Oh no.
that's shady shit.
That's shady as fuck.
That's shady shit. She does want to go see Willa because she thinks she may have something that can cheer her up, potentially.
Oh,
We'll play that out.
Yes. Oh, you want me to do it now?
We'll play that out, and then that will bookmark our session.
Delightful. Izzy kind of goes up to where they're having their soup, and she kind of like plops down right next to Willa and gets like right next to her, and she's like, "Do you want to see something really cool?"
sure.
Caleb, you have to leave.
Oh, and he's on the inside of the booth, so he like stands up and goes, "Oh, excuse me." And he goes, "I'll just be up in the front lobby, Willa, whenever you're ready. I'm here."
Okay. I wave at him.
He waves back, and he heads away.
Izzy kind of like folds her hands on the table and like leans in real close to Willa, and she's like, "If you want, you have choices of what we can do. I have preferences, of course, but you can choose. You can either sit and watch me eat a whole bowl of whatever hot sauced food items you want, and I will eat it. We can go back to the room and have a hot tub bubble bath moment in that huge ass tub, and then just watch movies and or whatever food that we want. We can go ski and have a lightsaber fight. We could go meet a ghost.
A ghost?
An actual ghost. He's friendly.
Okay.
Or you can choose probably more than one. We have time for multiple.
Okay.
Yes, but those are up. I obviously, again, have preferences.
As much as I would love to watch you eat a concoction of hot sauces, it's going to ruin your night.
It would be funny.
It would be funny, but it wouldn't. Maybe on a day that we don't have other things going on later in the evening. We got to do the lightsaber battle. But that's also kind of at night. Skiing and stuff. Ghost hunting.
Okay, so it's not a hunting; it's meeting.
I've
I've also never met the ghost before.
How'd you know about the ghost?
So let me tell you real quick about what happened at the hospital. And Izzy will just give her all the fun down low and end up with, so all we have to do is talk to Damien about a mountaineer by the rentals.
Do you know what was the sister's name that Victoria said that went missing, that got by a monster?
I didn't say a name.
Did
she said it was in Lake Superior? I'll ask her more questions later.
You didn't ask her sister's name. This could be important. She could be related to all of this.
Oh. I'll ask her. I will ask her, or I will get Snoopy on a genealogy tree.
Okay.
You'll go to findagrave.com.
Is that a thing?
It is.
Aww.
Okay.
Well, we don't have her last name. We don't have
we can get Victoria's last name, no problem.
That's true.
Child, if it happened, we can literally find it in a paper.
That's
Done.
true. But so ghost hunting and the lightsaber battle are like both tied for first place, and then the next one is the bubble bath one. But I also heard that they just like refurbished like a hot tub section like in the hotel, and it looks nice. And it like goes outside too, and you can like overlook the mountains. That looks nice.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, so go back to the room, change into bathing suits. Maybe go down and talk to the ghost and then hot tub afterwards?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, Caleb can join for the lightsaber type at night, probably for the hot tub if you want him to, but just not the ghost hunting.
No.
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 Okay. Okay, let's go.
Squirrels.
Leave that goddamn fat-free soup. Just eat the fat-free soup.
I took one bite of it and then I realized it was fat-free.
There's no reason for soup to be fat-free.
She fat shamed me.
Yeah.
I could throw her over my shoulder. I could suplex her if I wanted to.
Well,
Bitch, what do you mean fat?
They tried to like low-key bulldoze a police report to not be like quote released.
We need to leak it. We need to leak it somehow and not get in trouble.
We'll figure that out over hot tubs.
Okay.
Or like,
where's Benny and Daisy?
Izzy kind of like looks down at her phone, which she has not exactly messaged Daisy at that point. She's like, I'm not sure.
Are you gonna tell her about all this, or?
We're gonna tell Daisy that, granted, that was on their property, but like, how do you tell someone that you almost got kidnapped / taken / almost killed by a possessed man by a fish?
Well, maybe you just don't say that part. You can just say, oh, Willa found a dead body in the parking lot. Keep it as vague as hell. That's the truth. I did find a dead body in the parking lot.
We're gonna go change into our bathing suits, okay? Get up.
Okay.
Izzy's just like, we're not talking about this right now, apparently. And then she kind of messages Daisy that she's okay, but she has something to tell her a little bit later.
He says, okay.
When
Benny
she's
and I
free, no rush.
took some time in the hot tub. We were just kind of hanging out, and Sam joined us, which was pretty cool.
Oh, we're gonna go hit the hot tubs. Maybe we can go there first. We'll meet you there.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. And Daisy sends you a selfie of them, and you see that Benny is like sitting between them with his arms kind of like outstretched like that. He's got like a little gold chain on.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And Sam is wearing one of those really cool like one-piece suits that it's like little black shorts and then like a full like scuba
Like
suit.
surfer type?
Like a bodysuit looking kind of thing.
I'm thinking there's a brand called Tomboy X that does them, and it's like essentially just like a tank top and shorts, but it's like one piece.
Oh, okay.
It's a baby. It's a baby.
So he was just on the side of my chair, like, Mama. And I'm like, okay.
And you see that Sam is like leaning in and like looks a little flushed, and you don't know if that's from the water or not.
Ooh.
And Daisy's in a very strappy black bikini, and she's like got her little peace sign up, and she's like, "We'd love to see you guys."
She's like a strappy black bikini.
Oh shit! I'm looking over Izzy's phone. I'm like, damn.
Izzy's like, holy shit. And then she turns to Willa and she's like, can I borrow one of your bathing suits instead? No, actually, maybe I shouldn't. Oh no. What do I wear?
Just wear what you brought.
What? And then she just points at Daisy looking hot in her bikini.
Yours is cute too.
Yeah, but I'm just cute.
Oh no.
Daisy looks fucking gorgeous.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Listen. I only brought one set of bathing of type bathing suits. AKA that's just for me. Like, I'm not you. I don't pack multiple. Who packs multiple swimsuits? That ain't me. So maybe they sell some at like the gift shop / convenience store, whatever they got over there.
Okay. I'll just wear what I brought. I'm sorry.
Didn't you bring like 3 different sets?
I brought 4. Well, an extra one was for you. And I brought some boy swim trunks. I don't know why.
Well,
I wasn't sure if someone would forget their swimming clothes. So I brought boy swim trunks.
it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's just go. Let's just go.
Let's just go change before I overthink. Let's just go.
Let's just go. And we will pick up at the hot tub.